We got it all together for a brand new show. The LBC crew is here and so away we go. While the LBC crew is running from a spooky ghost, Christatos is doing what he does the most. Hey, come on, get involved till the mystery is solved. Hang around with the LBC crew. Oh, hey, come on, get involved till the mystery is solved. Hang around with the LBC crew. That's the podcast. LBC Crew. Hello and welcome to another fun-filled mystery episode of the LBC Crew Show. I'm your host, Pat, DJ Christatos. For this episode, we will continue with another case the LBC Crew will cover from the book Minute Mysteries by H.A. Ripley. These will be short-minute mystery stories presented with an LBC Crew twist. At the end of the story, we will take a break to give you, the listeners, a chance to use your detective skills to help the LBC Crew solve the mystery. Will you get it right, or will you get it wrong? Listen carefully to the clues to help you along. Now, let's open up the LBC Crew case file called A Question of Identity.
Professor Darkweb and three of his friends were enjoying their weekly get-together at the University Club.
Professor,
said Death Probe,
tell us a little something about that Christados murder case you were working on.
Well, gentlemen,
he replied in his retiring manner,
as you know, Christados' affairs were common knowledge, and the fact that several women had reasons to wish him dead complicated matters a bit. His body was found in his study, which opened onto a corridor. At the other end of the corridor and directly opposite of it, a staircase led to the servants' quarters above. MJ, a house guest of Mrs. Christados at the time of the murder, was questioned, and she appeared nervous. She insisted, however, that she had been in her room at the time Christados was slain. Kathy, a servant, testified that, as she was descending the stairs leading from the servants' quarters, at midnight, she saw MJ wearing her famous emerald pendant and dressed in an enticing black negligee, walk down the lighted corridor to Christados' room. She said she followed a minute later and heard MJ and Christados violently quarreling. She returned to the servants' quarters and, as she opened the door of her room, she heard a shot. In the face of such evidence, MJ admitted having gone to the study at the time, but protested her innocence, declaring that she had remained only a minute. While MJ was acquitted, her reputation was not above reproach. Even so, I knew without further investigation that Kathy's testimony was maliciously false.
How did Professor Darkweb know?
Did you hear the clues to help you solve this mystery? We will take a short break to let you review your notes and return with the solution to this mystery. We will be right back.
Hey kids, this is Drew and Dave from Cadmus to Crisis,
a Superboy podcast.
And starting on episode 20, we're getting into the Watery Grave 3-part story arc.
Woo, Suicide Squad.
So set sails for high adventures, kids, as we explore the ocean with Superboy, King Shark, Captain Boomerang,
that's right,
Sidearm, Knockout, and Deadshot.
Yeah.
Makoa comes along. It'll be great fun with Amanda Waller blowing up a boat and sinking us to the bottom of the ocean.
It's amazing that you said Makoa. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. So check us out, kids.
Over on Cadmus to Crisis, a proud member of the Superman Podcast Network.
Booyah.
Welcome back from the break. Were you able to piece the clues together to help the LBC crew solve this mystery? Let's go ahead and find out.
As MJ was walking down the corridor with her back to Kathy, it was impossible for Kathy to know MJ was wearing her famous emerald pendant. there is an alchemy of quiet malice by which women can concoct a subtle poison from ordinary trifles.
And that will put this case to a close. We hope you were able to solve the mystery and had fun along the way with the LBC crew. Before you go, let me tell you where you can find the LBC crew on the internet. You can find the Longbox Crusade on iTunes, Google Play, and most podcatchers, or at www.longboxcrusade.com. We are also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Longbox Crusade. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Thanks for listening to this episode of the LBC Crew Show and helping the LBC crew solve this mystery. Until next time, hashtag LBC Crew. We got it all together for a brand new show. The LBC crew is here and so away we go. While the LBC crew is running from a spooky ghost, Christatos is doing what he does the most. Hey, come on, get involved till the mystery is solved. Hang around with the LBC crew. Oh, hey, come on, get involved till the mystery is solved. Hang around with the LBC crew. That's the podcast. LBC Crew.